Hey everyone, welcome back to Talk Emma, the English podcast where you don't just learn English, you start living it. I'm Emma.
And I'm Jack, and today's episode is very special because this is something almost every learner struggles with, but very few people talk about it clearly.
Before we start, quick question for you. How are you today?
Yeah, really, not just, I'm fine. Take 1 second and actually think. How are you feeling right now?
Maybe you're tired, maybe a little stressed, or maybe you're excited to learn something new today.
Or maybe you opened this video because you feel stuck in English.
And if that's you, don't worry, you're in the right place.
And before we jump in, don't forget, if you enjoy learning English in a calm, real-life way,
with simple conversations, a little fun, and practical tips,
then hit like, subscribe, and maybe share this with a friend who also wants to speak English better.
All right, now let's start. Jack, let me ask you something honestly. Have you ever had this feeling you understand English, you listen to videos, you read, you even know grammar, but when you try to speak, your mind just stops?
Oh yes, that moment when your brain suddenly says, sorry, system error.
Exactly. And then you start thinking, wait, how do I say this? What is the word? Is this correct?
And by the time you build your sentence, the conversation is already gone.
Yes, and that feeling is frustrating.
Very frustrating, because you know English, but you can't use it.
So today, we're going to talk about the real reason behind this problem.
And that reason is something we call the English filter.
Now, let's explain this in a very simple way.
English filter means you don't think in English directly.
Instead, you think in your own language first.
Then you translate it into English.
And that small habit creates a big problem.
Let's imagine a simple situation. You want to say, I'm hungry.
But instead of thinking directly in English, you first think in your own language.
Then your brain tries to translate.
And suddenly you say something like, I am feeling hunger.
Which sounds strange, even though you tried your best.
And this is not because you're bad at English.
It's because your brain is using a filter.
Let me give you another example. You want to say, I'll call you later, but your brain goes like this. Okay, in my language, we say this, now translate. Wait, future tense, call later.
And now your simple sentence becomes a long mental struggle.
Exactly, and that's why speaking feels slow and stressful.
So here's the truth, and it might surprise you. The problem is not your vocabulary.
It's not your grammar either.
The real problem is you are thinking in the wrong system.
Yes, you're trying to drive a car, but your brain is still reading the instruction manual.
Nice example. That's exactly how it feels.
So, what happens when you remove this filter?
Something amazing happens. You stop translating, you start responding.
Instead of building sentences slowly, you start speaking naturally.
And your confidence goes up without even trying too hard.
But here's the important question. If this filter is the problem, how do we remove it?
Because let's be honest, you can't just say, okay, brain, stop translating.
Yeah, the brain doesn't listen that easily.
So, we're going to show you simple, real-life techniques
that you can start using today
to slowly train your brain to think directly in English.
No stress, no pressure, just simple steps. We talked about the English filter and how it slows you down when you speak.
Yeah, that invisible wall in your brain where every sentence needs permission before coming out.
Exactly. Now the big question is, how do we break that wall?
Because we can't just delete it in one day.
Right, but we can slowly weaken it, step by step.
Let's start with something very simple, but very powerful. Stop trying to make perfect sentences.
This is where many learners get stuck. They don't speak because they want to speak perfectly.
Yeah, they wait for the perfect sentence, but in real life, no one speaks perfectly all the time.
Even native speakers make mistakes.
All the time. Sometimes we start a sentence and change it in the middle.
Sometimes we forget words and we just explain differently. So instead of trying to be perfect, try to be fast and simple.
Let's take a situation. You want to say, I didn't sleep well last night because I had a lot of work.
Your brain might freeze trying to build this long sentence.
So simplify it. I didn't sleep well, too much work.
Simple, clear, real.
And, most importantly, you spoke without stopping.
This is your first step to removing the filter. Speak small, but speak fast.
Don't build long sentences. Build confidence first.
Now let's go to the second technique. Use ready-made phrases.
This is like giving your brain shortcuts.
Instead of creating every sentence from zero, you use phrases that are already complete.
For example, instead of thinking, how do I say I'm tired in a natural way? Just use I'm exhausted.
Or, I'm really tired today.
Or even, I can't think today. I'm too tired.
These are ready-made expressions. Let's try another one. Instead of building, I think this idea is good for the future, just say, that sounds like a good idea.
Or, I like that idea.
See? No translation, no stress.
This is how native speakers talk. They don't build sentences from grammar rules every time.
They use patterns, phrases, chunks of language.
Now here comes a fun part. Talk to yourself.
Yeah, and before you think it's weird, let me tell you, it's one of the most powerful methods.
Because when you talk to yourself, there is no pressure. No one is judging you.
You can make mistakes freely. You can pause, restart, try again. Let's make it practical. Imagine you're in your room. You just woke up. Instead of thinking in your own language, start saying things in English. Okay, I need to get up. I feel sleepy. I have a lot to do today.
Even simple things like, where is my phone? Oh, here it is.
It may feel funny at first, but this is how you train your brain.
Because now you are not translating. You are thinking directly in English.
And slowly, this becomes natural. Now let's talk about another important habit. Stop translating every word.
This is a big one. Many learners try to understand every single word.
But real English doesn't work like that.
Let's say someone says, hang on a second. If you translate word by word, you'll get confused.
But if you understand the meaning, it simply means wait a moment. So instead of asking, what does each word mean, ask, what does the sentence mean?
This small shift changes everything.
And here's something very important. Use English in real situations.
Not just in books, not just in your mind, but in real life.
Even small situations. For example, when you order food, try thinking in English. When you watch something, try reacting in English.
Even when you're walking, describe things around you, like, the weather is nice, that car is fast, this place looks quiet.
You're not studying, you're living English.
And that's when the filter starts disappearing.
But let's be honest for a moment. This process is not instant.
Yeah, your brain has used the old system for years.
So don't expect magic in one day.
Instead, focus on progress. Today, you speak one sentence without translating. Tomorrow, maybe two.
And slowly, your brain says, okay, I understand this new system. And one day, something surprising happens.
You speak without thinking too much.
And you realize, wait, I didn't translate that.
That moment is powerful. We talked about simple techniques, speaking small sentences, using ready-made phrases, talking to yourself. Now we're going to bring everything together and give you 5 powerful habits that can really change the way you speak English.
But before that, let me ask you something honestly. When was the last time you tried to speak English and your mind went blank?
That moment when you know the idea, but the words just don't come out.
That's not because you don't know English.
That's because your brain is still waiting for translation.
And today, we're going to break that habit. Habit 1. Think in English for small moments. Don't try to think in English all day. That's too much.
Instead, choose small moments.
Like brushing your teeth, walking, cooking.
And just describe what you're doing. I'm making tea. I need to finish this. I feel a little tired.
These are simple thoughts, but very powerful.
Because now your brain is practicing English without pressure.
Habit 2. React in English, not translate. When something happens, react immediately in English. For example, you see something surprising. Say, "Oh wow." You forget something. "Oh no, I forgot." These reactions are natural.
And they don't need translation.
This builds speed in your brain. Habit 3. Use less words, more meaning. Many learners try to sound smart.
But that actually slows you down.
Instead, use fewer words but clear meaning.
For example, not, I am not feeling very well today because I didn't get enough rest. Use, I'm tired today.
Simple but natural.
And most importantly, easy to say without thinking too much.
Habit 4. Repeat what you hear. This one is very powerful. When you watch or listen to English, don't just understand, repeat it.
Pause the video. Save the sentence again. Try to copy the tone, the rhythm.
For example, I'll call you later. That sounds good. When you repeat like this, your brain stores full sentences, not single words.
And later, when you speak, these sentences come out naturally.
Habit 5. Accept mistakes and keep speaking. This is the most important one.
Because many people stop speaking not because they don't know English, but because they are afraid of mistakes.
But mistakes are part of learning.
Think about a child learning to speak. They make mistakes again and again.
But they don't stop.
And that's why they become fluent.
So instead of saying, "I'll speak when I'm perfect," say, "I'll speak and become better."
That small change in mindset changes everything.
Now, let's imagine your future for a moment. You're in a conversation, and someone asks you something in English.
And instead of panic, you smile and answer naturally.
No translation, no fear, just simple, real communication.
That's possible.
Not because you studied more grammar, but because you trained your brain differently. So let's quickly remember everything. Stop trying to be perfect. Speak simple and fast. Use ready-made phrases. Think in small English moments. Accept mistakes.
These are not big changes, but small habits repeated daily.
And as we always say, small steps add up. Now, we have a small challenge for you.
Yes, don't just listen, take action.
Today, choose one moment, just one, and think in English.
Maybe while drinking tea, maybe while walking.
And say 2 or 3 sentences out loud.
Simple ones, no pressure.
And if you feel brave, write 1 sentence in the comments.
We love reading your sentences, and it helps you grow faster.
If you enjoyed this episode and you want to learn English in a simple, real, and relaxed way,
don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with someone who feels stuck in English.
remember, you don't need perfect English.
You need real English.
And real English starts when you stop translating and start thinking.
This is Talk Emma.
And we'll see you in the next episode.
Keep going.
And keep speaking. Bye, everyone.